कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Om अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Dear devotees, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Sri Sri Radha Shyama Sundar, we are continuing to read from Srila Sanatan Goswami's Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrta. Sripad Narad Muni has come to Dwarka, and in the Sudharma assembly hall, he has glorified all the Yadav heroes, headed by Maharaj Ugrasen, as the greatest recipients of Bhagavan Shri Krishna's mercy. Now let us see what the Yadav heroes reply to Sri Narad Muni. This whole narration is being told by Sri Parikshit Maharaj on the verge of his death to his beloved mother, Shri Uttara Devi. Shri Parikshit Uvacha Tato Brahmanya Devanuvartino Ya Davokhila Sapada Grahanam Natva Matar Uchur Mahamunim. Shri Parikshit Maharaj said, the Yadavas were all faithful followers of the Supreme Lord, Brahmanya Dev, who favors the Brahmanas. Mataha, dear mother, those Yadavas then bowed down together to the great sage Mahamuni and touched his feet, Padagrahanam, and spoke to him as follows. Bowing down means Natva. And then they spoke. Uchuhu. श्रीयादवा ऊचुः श्रीकृष्णस्यापि पूज्यस्त्वम् अस्मदीय महाप्रभो कथम् अस्मान् महानीचान् नीचवन् नमसि प्रभो. O fortunate Yadavas, beg your pardon, the fortunate Yadavas said to Sri Narad Muni, even our Supreme Master, Sri Krishna, worships you. Why then, O venerable sage, are you acting like a lowly person by offering respects to us, the most lowly? Mahanichan, Hare Krishna. Imagine the Yadavas are saying, even Krishna worships you, O Narad Muni. Why are you worshipping us? Why are you bowing down to us? We are the most fallen. Krishna worships you, Narad Muni. जित्वाक्पति नैपुण्य यदिदं नस्त्वयोदितं तद् असंभावितं न स्याद् प्रभावतः. O Narad Muni, you can defeat the wit of even Lord Brahma, the master of speech. And so, by the power of our Lord Yadavendra, what you have said to us cannot be untrue. Commentary. On one hand, the Yadavas listening to Sri Narad Muni are inclined to discount Narad Muni's description of themselves as exaggerated flattery. Thus, they call Sri Narad Muni the most expert word juggler. On the other hand, when Krishna is personally involved, anything is possible. They are his family members. And Sri Narad Muni is one of his eternal Vaikuntha associates. So they are forced to accept Narad Muni's statements as true. Hare Krishna. Tasya kenapi gandhena किं वा कस्य न सिद्ध्यति महादया करो योऽयं निरुपाधि सुहृत्तमः. If one has even a slight trace of a touch with Krishna, is there anything one cannot achieve? Krishna is a boundless reservoir of mercy and one's unconditional best friend. If Krishna's mercy is there, then what is it that one cannot achieve? What is it that cannot be achieved by the Mahadaya, the great mercy of Krishna? And Krishna is a great reservoir of mercy. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu. He is Mahadayakara. He gives such daya. And he is once Nirupadhi Surittama. He is unconditional, Nirupadhi Surittama. He is the best friend. True compassion originates in Krishna, or in the words, only Krishna's pure devotees can be truly compassionate. In other words, Krishna's pure devotees can be truly compassionate because all origin of compassion is Krishna. The special quality in true compassion is that it is unconditional. Ahetuki kripa, unconditional. Shri Krishna and the devotees who convey mercy on his behalf never expect any reciprocal favors. That is causeless mercy. There is no expectation in return. This is the meaning of the word Nirupadhi and Ahetuka, often seen in descriptions of Shri Krishna's mercy. Mahamahima पाथोधि स्मृत मात्रोऽखिलार्थदः दीन नाथैक शरणं हीनार्थाधिक साधकः. He is the ocean of all greatness. Simply remembering him assures all success. He is the master and only shelter of the most fallen. Dinanath. The provider of everything desirable to those who have nothing to possess. Hare Krishna. Hinartha, those who have no artha, no wealth, no possessions. Artha, adhika, sadhaka. To them, he gives more than enough possessions. Hare Krishna. More than enough desirable possessions he gives. To who? To those who are akinchan. Those who are arthahina. This is Krishna. Ocean of greatness. He is Mahamahima Patha Dhi. He is the ocean of Mahamahima, extreme greatness, Shri Krishna. Commentary. Shri Krishna is not satisfied with merely fulfilling the ambitions of his devotees. He likes to bestow on his devotees more than they ever desire. Intelligent person should take shelter of this great quality of Krishna's, which is like a vast ocean, deep and certain. Krishna's mercy need not take long to achieve, and it pays little regard to the qualifications of those who receive it. As Sri Narad Muni says here, as soon as one remembers Krishna, one's success is guaranteed. Regardless of the purpose of one's endeavor, just by remembering Krishna, all success is achieved. Therefore, it is said, Smartavya Sadhanam Vishnu, Vismartavya Nujatuche. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. This is the life and soul of all the Vedic instructions, Vidhi and Nishad. The biggest Vidhi is to remember Krishna. Biggest Nishad is to forget Krishna. Don't forget Krishna. All other instructions are servants of this instruction to always remember Krishna. What is the um, highest achievement? Ante Narayana Smriti, Srimad Bhagavatam explains. To remember Krishna at the time of death. Even if one's attentions are off target, when one becomes absorbed in remembering Krishna, Krishna reciprocates by helping one adjust those intentions. Hari Bol. In particular, those who have no other shelter can be assured of Krishna's protection. Helpless persons hoping against hope to be able to surrender to Krishna can be confident of receiving his mercy even if they have no pious credits, philosophical knowledge, or devotional accomplishments. Considering this, the Yadavas present themselves as most fallen and unqualified, and thus quite fit, and thus are quite fit to be favored by Shri Krishna. दिनेर अधिक दया करे भगवान पंडित कुलीन धन्यर बड़ा अभिमान. But so many other fallen souls can equally gain Krishna's favor. The Yadavas further tell Narad Muni. So many fallen souls can gain Krishna's favor. Our position is nothing unique. Your singling us out for praise is just clever word jugglery. Kint asma suddhava shriman. Paramanugrahaspadam Yadavendrasya yo mantri Shishyo Bhritya Priyo Mahan. But among us, blessed Uddhav has received Krishna's greatest mercy. They are saying that amongst us, it is Uddhav who has received the greatest mercy, not us. Among us, blessed Uddhav has received Krishna's greatest mercy. He is the Param Anugraha Aspadam. He is the recipient of Krishna's greatest mercy. That exalted soul, Uddhav, is Lord Yadavendra's advisor, his disciple. Yadavendrasya yo mantri. He is the advisor, mantri. His shishya, disciple, bhritya, servant, and his extremely dear friend, Priya, Mahan, very dear friend. He is Mahapriya to Shri Krishna, Yadavendra. Yadav Indra means Krishna, the Lord of all the Yadus. So the Yadav heroes are all headed by Maharaj Ugrasen, are referring Sri Narad Muni to Uddhav. You are looking for the greatest recipient of Krishna's mercy. We are fallen souls. You please go to Uddhav. He is Krishna's advisor, Krishna's disciple, Krishna's servant, and Krishna's most dear friend in Dwarka. Therefore, he is the recipient of Krishna's supreme mercy. Out of respect for Sri Narad Muni, the Yadavas feel obliged to put aside their doubts and accept his words as true. Out of respect, they are not cutting the words of Sri Narad Muni. They are saying, okay, yes, we are the relatives of Krishna. Yes, we may have received Krishna's mercy. Yes, we may be great. However, we feel that the real great person is Uddhav. He is the real recipient of Krishna's mercy. Ultimately, they cannot deny their own glories because those glories are all inseparably related to Krishna. It's not their glory. They're related to Krishna. All the Yadavas can do is try to minimize those glories by presenting the greater glories of a better devotee, Shriman Uddhavji. When the Yadav princes sit in the royal assembly of Dwarka, they are accustomed to deliberating with Krishna on various important topics of the state, matters of the state. But none of the Yadavas can consider himself as valuable an advisor as Uddhav. Srimad Bhagavatam describes when Sri Krishna had to deal with Jarasandh. Yudhishthir Maharaj invited Krishna that please, I want to perform Rajasuya Yajna and I want your help. So Krishna said, for Rajasuya Yajna, first everybody has to submit to you. Every king has to submit to you, Yudhishthir Maharaj. So they have to offer you respect, accept you, recognize you, bring you gifts. And I think most of them will agree except Jarasandh. So we have to get rid of Jarasandh. We have to kill him. So then Sri Krishna asks Uddhav, how do we do it? And Uddhav says, go and challenge him in a one-to-one fight. Otherwise, it is not possible to kill Jarasandh. So nobody was as useful an advisor as Uddhav. Whenever some difficult question was there, Sri Krishna would consult with Uddhav. Asman vihaya kutrapi yatram sa kurute prabhu nahi tad dukkham asmakam drishtet asmin apavrajet. The Yadu heroes, headed by Maharaj Ugrasen, are telling Sri Narad Muni, sometimes Lord Krishna abandons us to go on a yatra, to go on a long journey. This gives us such distress that even when we see him again, the pain does not go away. Hare Krishna. The dukkha does not go away. Hare Krishna. Because he goes on long journey leaving us. How many months Sri Krishna was away from Dwaraka when he went for the Kurukshetra war? Before the war, during the war, after the war, months and months he stayed out of Dwaraka. न जानीमः kada kutra पुनरेष व्रजेदिति उद्धवो नित्यम अभ्यरणे nivasan sevate prabhum. We cannot be sure when he might go somewhere else, but Uddhav is always by his side. Hare Krishna. Uddhavo nityam abhyarane. He is always there, serving Krishna, his master, and residing with him. Nivasan, he resides with him. And Sevate, he serves Krishna. Always. Krishna leaves us and goes here and there. But Uddhav always goes with Krishna. Uddhav is there always. Swagamya eva vishaye preshayed bhagavanamum kauravavrita sambiya mochanadi krite kvachit. Sometimes the Lord, Shri Krishna, personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, sends Uddhav on missions on which Lord himself should go. For example, Lord sent him to gain the release of Samb, whom the Kauravas had taken captive. Hare Krishna. Samb had gone and he wanted to marry Duryodhan's daughter. So he was captured by the Kauravas. And then Uddhav went. Krishna sent Uddhav on various missions. We know the famous mission. He sent him to Vrindavan, Gokul Vrindavan. He sent him to Hastinapur and elsewhere also. When Samb, Krishna's son, tried to elope with Duryodhan's daughter, the Kaurava army headed by Bhishma and Duryodhan captured Samb. Hare Krishna. Bhishma Dev, Duryodhan, that's right, captured Samb. And Uddhav was instrumental in arranging Samb's release. Of course, it was Lord Balaram who ultimately secured the release, but Balramji had first sent Uddhav, go, talk to them. Uddhav enjoyed Krishna's association constantly, but when sent out to either rescue or console the Lord's dear devotees, rescue Uddhav, console Brajvasis. Uddhav felt more satisfaction than by staying with Krishna. Dear devotees, please pay attention to this sentence. It's of paramount importance. Uddhav enjoyed Krishna's company constantly. However, when Krishna sent him on missions, Krishna sent him for seva, either to console devotees in Vrindavan or to secure release of a devotee who is captured, like Samb. Uddhav felt more satisfaction than staying with Krishna. What is the meaning of this? Please raise your hand. Yes, Satyar Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Does it mean Mad Bhakta Puja Vyadika?
Yes, Mad Bhakta Puja Vyadika and Seva. Seva of Krishna is more important than being with Krishna. See, Uddhav enjoys Krishna's company constantly. But when Krishna sends him away, but it is for Krishna Seva, it is for Krishna's mission, Uddhav is more happy. He's happier. Which means when we have Seva, we should feel it's a great benediction, great blessing. I have got Seva. Srila Prabhupada was in Radha Damodar temple in Seva Kunj, Vrindavan. He was very happy staying with Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, staying with the worshipable deities of Srila Jiva Goswami, Sri Radha Damodar, and the deities of other acharyas also, like Sri Jayadev Goswami, Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj. All their deities are there in that temple. There is Srila Sanatan Goswami's Govardhan Shila. What more do you want? Prabhupada was very happy there. 2 rooms. Comfortably he was staying. But he left all that and went far away. Came to this remote corner of the world. Prabhupada said, I have come to this remote corner of the world. Why? For Krishna Seva. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna upadesh, amara agya guru hoya tara ei desh. Because Sri Nityananda Prabhu said, Prithivati etacha nagar adi gram sarvatra prachara hoy bimurana. For this reason, for the service of Shri Gaur Nitai, Srila Prabhupada left the company of Krishna, the company of Gaur Nitai, the company of the great devotees, and came alone here, living in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, living with absolutely uncultured hippies, risking his own life for the sake of Seva. Because Seva Ananda is greater than Sangha Ananda. Krishna Sangha is blissful, but Krishna Seva is more blissful. Because when we are with Krishna, we are making ourselves happy. But when we are serving Krishna, even though that service may entail us going far away from Krishna physically, it is better because it is pleasing to Krishna. A very profound statement Srila Sanatan Goswami is making in the commentary. These commentaries have been written by Srila Sanatan Goswami himself. Sri Brhad Bhagavatamrta is a very unique grantha in that the author has written, of course, the text, and the author has written the commentary also, Tikakar. Uddhav enjoyed Krishna's company constantly, Krishna's association constantly, but when sent out to either rescue or console the Lord's dear devotees, Uddhav felt more satisfaction than by staying with Krishna. So it tells us the importance of Vaishnava Seva, as Satyar Mataji rightly pointed out. Staying with Krishna is better is to serve Krishna. And secondly, it tells us that service to Krishna is most important. More important than our personal joy of being with Krishna. Yastishtan bhojana krida kautuka vasare hare mahaprasadam uchishtam labate nityame kalaha. Very, very beautiful. Shri Ugrasen Maharaj and other Yadu heroes are telling Sripad Narad Muni, it is Shri Uddhav alone who stays with Krishna. When Lord Krishna playfully enjoys his meals, It is Uddhav who is with Krishna. Krishna is having prasad and he says, Uddhav, you come, you eat, be with me, stay with me. So Uddhav is the only person who can always obtain Lord Krishna's Mahaprasad. Because naturally Krishna eats, then he gets up to do Achaman, and then Uddhav gets the plate. So he eats Mahaprasad. Mahaprasada Uchishtam Labhate Nityam Ekala. He's the only person who gets Hari's Mahaprasad. He's the only one who is Tishtan, who is present. Bhojana Krida Kautuk, when Krishna is enjoying his pastime of having prasad. Such is the good fortune of Uddhav. He gets Krishna's Mahaprasad directly from Krishna's plate every day. Padaravinda dvandvam yaha prabho samvahayan muda tato nidra sukha vishtaha shete swanke nidhayatat. With great pleasure, Uddhav massages his master's lotus feet and then happily falls asleep with the Lord's feet on his lap. How wonderful it is that Padarvinda Dvandvam Samvahan. Samvahan means to massage. Samvahayan. Whose lotus feet? Prabhu. Shri Krishna's lotus feet. Happily he does. Muda. With great joy, he does Pad Samvahan Seva. The service of massaging the lotus feet of Krishna. Padaravinda Dvandvam Samvahayan Muda. Happily he massages the lotus feet of his master. And then happily falls asleep. Krishna happily falls asleep. And then Uddhav happily falls asleep with Lord Krishna's feet on his lap. Hare Krishna. Nidra Sukha. Seeing that Krishna is sleeping very happily, our Uddhav also, he sleeps. But the Lord's lotus feet are on his lap. As he massages Krishna's lotus feet. Imagine the joy of having Krishna's soft lotus feet. Ranga Pai, his reddish soft lotus feet, you're massaging on your lap. And Krishna is happily now sleeping. And seeing Krishna sleep, you're also feeling so happy. Hari Bol. With great pleasure, Uddhav massages Krishna's lotus feet and then happily falls asleep with Krishna's feet on his lap. Raha क्रीडायां च क्वचिद् अपि sasange bhagavataha prayat atramatya parishadi mahamantra manibhi vichitrair narmaughair api harikrita shlaghana bharair मनोज्ञे सर्वान्नः सुखयति वरान् प्रापयति च. रः क्रीडायां च क्वचिदपि ससङ्गे भगवतः प्रयत् अत्रामात्यः परिषदि महामन्त्रमणिभिः विचित्रैर्नर्मौघैरपि हरिकृताश्लाघनभरैर्मनोज्ञैः सर्वान्नः सुखयति वरान् प्रापयति च. When Lord Krishna goes out for confidential pleasures, Raha means solitary, secret, confidential, not public. Raha means very secret, alone. Raha Kridayam. When Krishna has to enjoy some very secret pastimes, confidential pastimes, Uddhav sometimes goes with him. Hare Krishna. Sahasange Bhagavata. He goes with Bhagwan Krishna. And when Uddhav serves as Krishna's minister in this Sudharma assembly hall, Uddhav's precious gems of advice and his flood of witty and charming comments earn abundant praise from Sri Hari. Hare Krishna. Hari Shlaghana. He is praised by Sri Hari because of his great advice, his wonderful words, his clever comments. Krishna very much appreciates. So Krishna always is having some discussion, and Uddhav will make a comment, and Krishna, oh yes, Uddhav, wonderful, great advice, great point, thank you. Like always, Krishna is encouraging and appreciating Uddhav. So all the Yadus are saying, oh wow, Uddhav is really very clever. Krishna very much appreciates him. He receives abundant praise from Sri Hari. They also delight all of us and fulfill all our desires. The comments of Uddhav, his remarks, they delight us also and fulfill our desires. When Krishna visited Kubja, Uddhav accompanied him. Raha. Raha Kridayam. When he goes for confidential pleasures, Uddhav had gone with him to Kubja's house. So in this way, dear devotees, the Yadu heroes, they are telling Sri Narad Muni that it is Uddhav who you should look at. You're looking for the greatest recipient. We suggest you look at Uddhav very seriously. He's a very confidential devotee. And he's always with Krishna. Krishna consults him, very much appreciates his remarks and his comments. And Krishna, for solitary, confidential pastimes, also takes Uddhav with him where none of us go. We are not privy to those pastimes, but Uddhav goes. And whenever Krishna is eating, we leave him alone. But Krishna calls, Uddhav, Uddhav, come sit with me. And then he gives his own Mahaprasad to Uddhav every day. And then Krishna lies down and places his feet on Krishna, Uddhav's lap, and Uddhav is massaging until Sri Krishna falls asleep. And then Uddhav also falls asleep. Imagine this scene. How much love and trust Krishna has on Uddhav. Always with Uddhav. He is the mantri, he is the advisor, he is the disciple, he is the best friend of Krishna. Narad Muni, really, there is no one like Uddhav in Dwarka. Please go to him. Hari Bol. So let's see what happens further. Thank you very much, dear devotees. I'm very grateful for your association and friendship. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you,
Hare
sir.
Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Jai
Krishna,
Bhagavan.
Prabhu.
Jai Sanatana
Thank
Goswami.